The following podcast is rated G for gammon. Please be aware it may contain some coarse language and is not suitable for children or gammon audiences.
Sexual. Sexual. Sexual.
Gallankind, which way you mob? Welcome to Them Yarns with the superstar Aaron Nagus and his sidekick Carly Wallace. Welcome to another episode number 72, it feels like.
It does feel like 72. Mind you, we're only in March. What the hell? Yes. This podcast is going fast, brother.
It is.
How did you fare in the cyclone? We're going to find out a bit later. You and I. We're still here, so it means we've survived.
We're still podcasting, so something's gone right.
We've got Wi-Fi, we've got power. That's what it shows. So
The main thing.
Oh, man. We wanted to talk about something this week, though, that I think can apply to a lot of people. And you told me about this. I didn't even know about this until you told me about it.
Because I'm in touch with the people, I know all about the different cultures all around the world, I'm an up-to-date in, what's that word? Up-to-date and, not up-to-date, up-to-date.
Up-to-date.
I'm trying to think, I'm not saying I'm educated. I'm just a Dory.
No, you are. Yeah, I think we're both Dories. We both know that. But you want to tell me more about this 4B movement?
Yeah.
What is this? Tell me about it.
So I heard about it from two of my nieces on my wife's side, talking about the 4B movement from South Korea. So basically, South Korea is super misogynistic, super patriarchal. Everything's about the man, like a lot of other countries, I guess. But they've probably taken it a bit too far in South Korea because the women have committed to the 4B movement. And the B in Chinese, I think, means stop, or like there's some, no, that's right,
No,
it means no
yeah,
or something.
I think it means no.
And so it's like no relationships, no marriage, no sexual activity, and no children in any heterosexual relationship. So there's a small political movement in South Korea where they're literally just saying, we've had enough of your beep and no more men. Like we don't want to be friends with you. We don't want to date you. We want nothing to do with you until you work to create the change in society where women and men are more equal. We're just going to swear off that. And South Korea actually has the lowest birth rate in the world. In the first world. Like that's how bad it's gotten. They're like, no, we're sick of this. Like,
wow. So it's not just like it's not a Boru problem. It's not like they're just not the Boru type's not it is. They're like, nah.
You're terrible, but no, it's literally
good ways. You just never know. You never know.
It could be. I'm not well versed in what that looks like, but no. So literally, like their society is that lopsided.
Wow.
Like all the abuse there, and discrimination in the workplace. They're expecting women to, just like probably pretty much all over the world, like they're expecting women to do the work, but then come home and look after the kids and do other stuff as well. So when I was speaking the other week about, the equality in society, the South Korean women have just taken it to a whole new level and said, you know what? No, not anymore.
They've just
we've
stepped
had enough.
it up. Because we had International Women's Day not long ago, and I don't. As a woman, right? I always say this. I'm a really terrible feminist. Like I have to be honest. I'm very I guess strong. Like in terms of like my masculinity, I have a very I don't know. I'm just not as feminine as most women in the sense of like caring about womanly things. Like I hate my period. I don't care for it. I don't want to give birth. I love equal amounts of money. Love that.
Yes.
But I don't like going to work. Like for me, I'm like, I've got this real gripe with feminists because I'm like, if it wasn't for feminists, yes, I wouldn't be able to pay my rent. But I also have to go to work. And I hate that for me. I could be at home baking muffins, but do you know what I mean? Like the world, I'm terrible like that. I'm not a good feminist, and I can say that.
One of the trends I saw on social media, and it just might be my algorithm, was more and more women saying they've had enough of International Women's Day. They're tired of the pink cupcakes. They're tired of these beautiful breakfasts that corporates pay to go to, and we're still not addressing domestic violence. We're still not
Correct.
doing all this, doing the actual work that it takes. Well, men still aren't doing the work that it takes to create a more equal society. So I saw that I've seen that a few times over the years, but I don't know if it, like I said, I don't know if it's just my algorithm, but I saw that a lot more this time. Like people just like, yeah, International Women's Day, great. What have you done
Yeah.
to actually make things better? And I did
Feels
a
like it's
late night
getting
post because I was
worse.
like, yeah, that's true. Like, what are we actually doing to address this? And I know people are doing the work, and I think it's just that politically we still have this misogynistic outlook where the patriarchy, whatever's important to men, is the most important. So when we're talking about domestic violence and women are largely the biggest victims of that, that's not affecting men, so we're not really worried about it. But
No, I totally agree with that. It feels like every time International Women's Day comes around, it's like, oh, it's just like, it feels a bit tokenistic. We talk about tokenistic days. That one is a bit tokenistic to me because they'll raise things like, well, the gender pay gap's really bad and the DV is really bad and this and the violence and all. Yeah, crickets. Okay, but
exactly.
happy International Women's Day. We appreciate you. No, bro, keep it. Don't want it.
And what gets worse is the amount of men that are still posting, what about International Men's Day? I'm like, bro, it's November 19th or something. Like,
Yeah,
get
there
a
is a day,
calendar.
right? There is
There
a
is a
whole day for
day.
men. Yeah.
But you know what the thing is? Men don't organize it. So, like, women got organized. It's a perfect example of the world. Women got
Oh,
organized. There's 2 days, one for men, one for women. Women got organized and it's like, we're going to make this an international celebration all around the world. Men just like, why aren't they organizing it for us? I'm like, because it's International Men's Day, bro. Like, get it done yourself. And, it was,
oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
I don't know if it's actually November 19th, but there is an actual
There is a
day that
day, yeah.
is International Men's Day. But we're not organizing nothing, and so all these followers are feeling, like people just trying to be victims, basically.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to find something to complain about. Like we don't get this, we don't get White History Month, we don't get Men's Day. Like yeah, you do. Yep, you
You
do
get
that as
every
well.
other day of the year. That's what you
Every
get.
other day, yeah.
And we've said it before in this podcast that in our community, I swear Aboriginal communities would fall apart without black women. And I stand by that because
Yep.
who's going to organise the barbecues? Okay.
Hmm.
Who's going to organise the kids? Who's going to look after the kids? Who's watching the kids? These are all very real things. If it was, and I'm not saying all the brothers are terrible at those things. I'm saying in the majority, if I had to get a group of brother boys to organise a barbecue with just the kids and they had to organise everything, the food, packing of the stuff, getting the kids ready, looking after the kids while you're there, playing with the kids. I just don't think it's going to be done to the level that black women could do it. There, I said it.
I've been on NAIDOC committees for a long time now, and it is a very female-dominated committee. Don't get me wrong; we get some deadly black fellas on there, but it's largely women doing the organizing for what is also, Black Christmas. So it's pretty amazing. So yes, that's what I just wanted to say. Happy International Women's Day. And I
Thanks,
can't wait
Aaron.
for International Men's Day in November when we do a podcast specifically about that, just so we
Okay.
can make them fellas feel better about themselves.
Oh, I'm pretty sure no black men listen to this podcast anymore after the last few episodes.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
fellas.
Sorry, Father. Don't be stupid. I know there's a few listening, and that's great, and I appreciate it. And you know what? South Korea sounds like they've got it going on because they're swearing off men left, right, and center. And I understand it. I totally understand. If I don't know if I could quite do it. I've done the celibacy thing for once, and I swear to God, if you tell a man you're celibate, bruh, it's like bees to the honey pot. I don't know
It
what
is.
it is.
It is.
Like,
I was heartbroken once, and I was like, well, I've been heartbroken a few
I was
times,
going
but I
to
was
say just
heartbroken
once.
once, and I was
Lucky
like,
you. Far out.
that's it. No, no. I went full B
You
and I
went full
lasted.
B.
I don't know how long I lasted. It wasn't very long, but I lasted a little while. And the thing was, when this is back still when I was,
Yeah.
really young and partying, so going out, like I'm not going to worry about gummers, women. I'm just going to, have fun. Honestly, it was like I was the Will Smith of Gladstone and Townsville, or wherever I was at that time. Like I could just walk in anywhere because I was not interested in picking up anybody. All of a sudden, everybody's like, "Hey, la la, woo!"
Yep.
I was like, "What?" Like,
Yep.
no. Like, where were you? where were you 3 months ago when I was looking for love?
And they always say that the moment you give up is when the person comes walking in. I've given up plenty of times, okay? I'll tell you now that has not happened to me. I give up every other week though. Like I always go, oh, yeah, this is the week that I'm going to go out on a date, right? And I've been on, I can't tell you how many dates I've been on. Like I'm pretty sure I'm a professional at a date because I've got it down to a fine art. I hate it. Like I hate it with a passion. People go, oh my God, but dating's so much fun. It's not. It sometimes feels like a full-time job when you're single. I don't have time for it, but every now and then, like I'll go, oh, I'll entertain a date. And then I'll go on like a dating website and I'll see something and I've got a list of icks if you want to hear it.
I do want to hear it. I want to hear it.
And these are just in like things in general with men. And like, this is why I'm single. Like I'm very aware why I'm single because I'm the world's pickiest Murray. If you've been on enough dates like I have.
You know it's going to work.
You know what's going to work, but you also know what your type is. Now, Jen, you know what type I like, okay? I feel like everyone knows my type.
Everyone knows by now, yeah. We're all there.
So
we all got it pictured.
These are so petty. But sometimes it could be like a Jason Momoa lookalike, right? A Jason Momoa lookalike will come up on Tinder or somewhere like that, and I'll go, oh yeah. First thing I'll go, oh yeah, Jason. And then I go, no, he's got hoop earrings. Can't do a hoop earring. You know, men who wear like hoop earrings, not studs, like hoops.
Hoops, yeah.
What are they called? Like sleepers? No, is that the same thing?
They're hoops.
They're hoops, right?
They're still called hoop. Yep.
So I don't like it. It gives me the ick. Don't like it. I don't know what it is. I just can't.
Shout out the 1990s.
Exactly right. Shout out. Also, I don't like when someone replies like, "Hey, babe, I don't know you. I don't know who you are.
I'm not your babe.
I'm not your babe." It's an ick. I don't like when women call me babe as well. It's just it's the word. I don't like it. So, especially guys rolling up on my inbox, "Hey, babe." Ugh.
Yeah, it's weird how some people don't like the word babe. Like
in a relationship, different story. Go for it. No worries. Call me bub. Call me deadly. Call me what I've been called worse. But don't call me babe when you don't know me.
I'm going to find pictures of me with hoop earrings now. Just to
I knew you would have them. I knew it. And it's generally like a guy that's got like a bald head who has a beard and it has a hoop earring somewhere in the mix.
I was thinking about getting I've got one earpiece. I was thinking about getting the other one so I could have two hoop earrings.
Don't you dare. Don't do it.
I'm going to do it now.
I'll change.
I'm going to do it for the podcast.
No, I'll change. Thank God it's just audio podcast for now.
When we go video, I'm going to have two hoop earrings. Write that down.
Oh my God, no, I can't deal. I also don't like extra big ears.
Why are you looking at me so hard when you say that?
I can feel the judgment through the mic. Yes.
So me, Jonathan, Thurston, like how many other people are you trying to single out here right now? We've got big ears because we need to be able to hear good. We're looking after you. We'll keep you safe.
Doris's, that's what it is. It's a Doris. The thing for me is like sometimes I'll see a guy and he's got like a too square face and I can't do a really square.
Isn't that the look people are going for though? Like that?
No.
That square jaw. Like isn't that
a chiseled jaw and a square face are not the same thing.
Okay.
When you see it, you can't unsee it, and that's the thing with me. I can't unsee things. Once I've looked at your mole on your face, that's in the wrong position, and I don't know if this is just my my autism. And I'm just going to put
shout out neurodiversity.
I'm going to put it down to that because this is not normal behavior, and I know this. Okay, and this is why I'm single. I don't like with those men that get extra spit on the sides of their mouths. You know, there's that extra bit of like saliva and it just sits there. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Right now I'm like...
Yeah, making sure you don't have any.
I just needed to do that because when I see it, I'm like, fuck, how did you get that much spit? Like, what were you doing? How was it there? Like, you know with the dentist, you go to the dentist and they get the sucker. That's all I want to do. Grab it, suck it out. I can't be with someone I'm constantly looking at your mouth going, that's a lot of spit. Also, one of the icks that I've been on a date with a guy and he's paid for dinner with his Apple Watch. That
That's a wave of the future. Your dating pool is going to get smaller and smaller
no.
because Samsung can do it, Apple can do it now.
It's really weird to stand there awkwardly because I don't like paying, like the whole paying for dinner. Who's doing it, right? This is where my feminine kicks in. And I'm like, it's fine. I can help pay. I can do half. I don't mind doing half, especially with a stranger. I don't know you. I don't expect you to pay for my dinner. This is 2025. I'm happy to go halves. Or if you offer to pay, thanks so much. I'll take that. And then I'll get dessert or I'll get the next time. Like, that's me, right? It sounds fair, but when you're standing up there tapping with your wrist and it doesn't work, so you've got to do it a few times and you have this flick of the wrist caper going like a Spider-Man action, and I'm standing there awkward already because you're paying, and now I have to look at you being Spider-Man. Can't do it. It's strange.
That is the weirdest one. Like you've said some interesting ones. That's the weirdest one because what the F does him paying on his watch have anything to do with anything else in his life?
Man, I don't know. You know what else? Men who cross their legs, like how women cross their legs. You guys are totally entitled to do that. It just gives me the ick. I don't know what it is. And I've seen a guy on Tinder, and he comes up every now and then, and he sits on the bed, and his picture is him with his legs crossed, looking at himself in a mirror, taking a selfie. Ick. I can't do it, bro. And he's tattooed up. He's very masculine, and it's fine. It's just the leg cross, and it's nothing about femininity. It's just like you look weird, bro.
Yeah, I haven't
It looks
thought
like
about
he's
that.
holding on a pippy. I think that's what it is. It's terrible, I know.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll wrap these icks up in a second, but I also don't like men that do TikTok dances in public. Like I know that's a thing now.
TikTok dances. We got to do it. Like you're literally just cutting out all your potential dates.
Oh no, I
paying
cut
Apple
out the whole.
Watch,
Don't worry,
no
I'm in the
TikTok
4B group
dances.
already. Like, by not even by choice, I have put myself in there by saying no to all these men.
You need to go back to Atherton. That's what you're looking for, a good Atherton man. All you country listeners.
Don't be stupid.
Carly's looking for a country man. You can't like technology. No hoop earrings. Don't. I mean, country men might still cross their legs. You know.
No, listen. The country boys have a whole ick list of their own. That's just the city boys. Okay, that's just these are
city boys.
I also don't like. I know I keep going. This I'll wrap it up soon.
This has been a 3-hour podcast.
Of just my icks, right? These are
Just your icks.
This is
Where
just
did we go?
icks.
We're already on the first topic. We got
We're on
several
the
more
first
topics
topic.
to get through.
Listen, the guys that do a little whistle when they talk, you know those ones, like when it's just like when you go to say something with an S in it, and it's like a little
Yeah.
like a little whisper.
That's the neurodiversity thing that you pick that stuff up because I don't know
whistle.
if I've ever heard somebody do that in my life.
You've never heard someone doing they've got a whistle in their talk, and it's always men, and tends to be older men as well. So I'm like, how did you get that whistle?
How do you talk? How do you?
And I also don't like, when people just whistle to themselves or like they're just humming, like they're like just walking on. Like keep your hum in. And I've heard guys do it.
Keep your arm in.
Like in the elevator, like you get in the elevator in work or something, and you're going up, and then there's someone just going, Keep it in, okay?
They're just trying to rock out to life.
No.
They're just loving their life.
If I can't do it out loud, which I won't because of
you
other
can
people,
do it out loud.
I'm not going to
Just
do it.
Yeah, you just need to love your life and just be like, just sing. Just don't even hum, just sing.
No, I'm not doing that. Just keep it in. Keep your hum in. And one more for me is that when I see hot men, it kind of just, I don't know, it kills me when they run outside on the street of the gyms. And I know you're probably one of these guys where the gym that you go to makes you go for a run down like a residential street it's usually industrial areas.
Yep.
So while I'm getting my McDonald's latte, I don't want to see your running ass running past me in your gym gear. Don't want to see it. And you're doing laps like you go round and round.
How do you think they get the body that you like looking at if they're not going to be running past? Like, what do you want them
Just
to do?
go and don't do it in front of me. You know, go on.
Hey, you're like, I want a 6-pack, but I don't want to see how you get that 6-pack.
No. I'm fine to see it in a gym. I love when you're in the gym, you're lifting weights and everything. It's when you step out onto the street and you look so painful and you're running for your life and you're hating
Yeah.
life and I
It
have to
feels like
see
it
it,
feels like you're running for your life.
take it
does
back
feel like
inside
that.
the gym. That's where that
There's
face
nowhere to run
belongs.
in there. That's why they got to run outside.
I hate it. Anyway, that's my icks, and I'm
See,
still
man, I've been defending you in these comments right now, so don't say I'm not a male ally. All right, I'm trying to look after you, fellas. She's trying to take everything away from us.
see. I've never seen a guy like I like go for a run. Like they all just go. I know they're doing the run. That I know they're going to the gym. I know they're doing it. That's great. Love that. Awesome. Love when you come home sweaty. Love that. Just don't do it next to me. I don't want to see your grunt face. I don't want to
Oh
see
my goodness.
none of that. I know. And that's why I'm single. There's not a man listening that doesn't do any of those things. Was there ever a date that swore you off back in the day? What was the point? Was it just heartbreak? Is that was the thing that made you swear off women?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. So, Auntie decided she'd had enough, and I thought we were in love, and she said we weren't, and I'm like, oh. And I was like, that's it. I sacrificed everything for you. I'm just going to live my best life. I was like, I'm not dating for at least a year. I think I tried to tell myself it was going to last a year. I think I might have got to 3 months. But, I tried.
That's so
At,
pathetic.
le- at least I tried. Well, I was young. You were going out.
Oh my God. 3 months
Yeah.
that's cute. Yeah, men really
Yeah.
don't last with heartbreak. They can't do it like women. Women can endure. But I have gone on one date. It really sticks out to me that I remember swearing off a date, just swearing off men. And I'm sorry to say it was a black fella. I'm really, really sorry, okay? I have receipts. This is why I am the way that I am. And the receipt is he was pestering me for a date. And I was like, okay, because you know what? Black fellas don't really date.
No, I
Black
don't say
men
that.
don't really date. Sorry, I said it. They scrape, but they don't always date. And what usually happens is you just like, I don't know how to date for so long because I only just saw black men. So I didn't know there were things such as dates, okay, back in the day. Because what would just usually happen, you meet them, usually in a stupid environment like clubs or through friends or drinking usually. And then they end up moving in after they see you for the first time. And you're like, wait, what is this? And then all of a sudden, you're like a thing. Are we seeing it? I don't know. Are we? I don't know. Is your toothbrush at my house? Why? Like, that's generally how these dates go with black men. So I didn't know. So this fella was like, yep, do you want to go down? I was like, oh, okay. Shock horror, sure. Okay, pestering. I go on the date and he was just and you know why? He was an Aries. His birthday and my birthday, same day.
Okay.
Alarm bells, bro. And literally alarm bells were ringing. Literal alarm bells. When we got to the place, first of all, it was pissing down rain, pouring rain in Brisbane. My car was playing up and I was like, I'll come pick you up because I'm a feminist and I want to do things equally. I go and pick him up because I met him. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable in men's cars. It's just weird. Like as a woman, I'm like, nah. Anyway, I go pick this fool up. We go to this one place. We didn't know what we were going to go for dinner. It was like, let's go on a date, but he doesn't organise anything, right? It's just like, oh yeah, pick me up and we'll go eat. Yeah, mad. We go to this one place. The actual alarms in the building are sounding. Moo, moo, evacuate.
So you were like, Bayami, God, give me a sign.
Give
It's
me
like,
a
your
sign.
car doesn't work. It's raining. He didn't plan nothing. There's a literal alarm saying, don't come in here.
literal
And you're like,
alarm.
you know what?
I'll still
I
continue
think
with
we're
this
going to be
date.
okay. We're going to be okay. Yeah.
Yep. I go in to the thing and he orders for us.
Oh, no.
He's like, oh, she'll have this. Bro. And at this point, it's pissing down rain, okay? I can't go anywhere because now I've got this fool. So I'm like, and I'm hungry. For Friday night, I'm like, I'm here now. He orders food for it, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? And he goes to the toilet, leaves me at the table for like 20 minutes. I'm like, what is this fool doing? And he comes back. The food's there by this stage. He's eating off my plate, okay? And he's eating with his fingers, Vegas.
Oh.
There are fingers flying around, not in a good area either, okay? I'm talking on the plate. And he is taking food. There's the alarm's still sounding. I can barely hear. It's still pissing down.
I'm a big food taker, but I'll use my knife and fork. Like I'm not just gonna like.
Exactly. I've never met this person before this day, and he's
So you never
using
met
his
him.
fingers.
And he ordered your like. He's like, oh, you'll like this. Without
she'll have this.
your first date.
I'm just in shock. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you can't quite comprehend it when you're there because you're just like, no, this isn't real.
The audacity.
The audacity. He orders food, something that he wanted that I would like. Make it make sense. He's just eating off my plate, eating his food. And I'm talking rice. I'm talking like honey chicken. This is just be like a normal person and pick up the utensils and eat. This fool's going, yeah, so, and he's just talking about himself, bro, the entire time. And he's like, yeah, with the fingers, licking of the fingers. And I'm just
putting them back in your plate.
Putting them back on the plate, talking. There's food everywhere. I'm going, I can't deal with this fella. Like, I just wrapped it up as quick as I could. We go to leave. Oh, I forgot my wallet.
Oh, how convenient.
Bro, I'm not joking. This is a story. This is a real story. Anyway, I've gone, yeah, cool. You know, I pay for the dinner that I didn't even order. This fool's guts is full. He's happy days. Oh, do you want to go get dessert? No, I'm fine. I got to get home. Yeah, sorry.
Wallet. What do you mean you want to go get dessert?
No, wallet, nothing. I'm like, you bum, bro. What a bum, right? Anyway, I drop him back at his car. He plants a kiss on me. And like, as a woman in a car with a man, you know, what are you doing? I'm like, thanks, catch. Like, after that experience, I was like, nope, no more dates for a long time.
Yeah, I can see why. I can see that. I've been in long-term relationships for the majority of my life.
Well, some of us aren't that lucky, okay, Aaron Agus?
I'll just say that when you talk about these dating stories, I'm like, thank goodness, because I've got no idea what I'm doing. And thank goodness a woman was just like, he's nice. I'll go with him. And then we went together. I don't know how it happened. I'm not really sure how any of my relationships really started.
Then you just moved in. Like.
Then we just lived together and, you know, eventually I found one that was like, we should have babies. I'm like, hey, this was working for me. We could keep this thing going.
See?
And yeah, so.
That's how the other half live, guys that are listening.
That's how the other half live.
That's how easy it can be.
Just no idea what's happening. Just hope that a woman is gonna grab you and keep you. That was my life motto. Just get grabbed.
Mine at this point is chuck a cast net out and see how many crabs I can drag back.
Oh my goodness. Deadly.
Culture killers.
Deadly.
Stop it.
Deadly.
Culture killers.
It's a deadly.
Stop it.
Deadly.
Culture killers.
Culture killer. Deadly. Culture killer.
Cyclone Alfred.
Deadly.
We're still here. I can see a plane finally in the sky, and I've never seen something so nice in my life. That and sun. I tell you what, bro. It's been a week. How was the cyclone on the sunny coast? It didn't look like it had as bad as Gold Coast in northern New South Wales and a little bit of Brizzy.
The gubby old people looked after us. We didn't get much. We had some localized flooding a few days later, but all the weather just went around us. So South got hit, and then Harvey Bay got hit, and somebody else got hit, and then we're just sitting there like, why did I pack the house up for? And then things like Sunday night, Monday morning, it's like we just got a rain dump and had flooding. So I was living on an island for a little while, an island within an island. We did pretty well here on the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, and thoughts going out to everyone who had a damaged place or, you know, had some flooding. Harvey Bay looked hectic, looked like a full-blown river down the main street.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, but it was not too bad in Brizzy. Besides that, I was getting cabin fever like no one's business. And I've been through cyclones, like I said, in the last ep, and this one was the longest lead up to a cyclone I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna become a tropical low before it hits up. Sure enough, I called it. The worst part was that literally by, I think it was Tuesday, the cyclone wasn't meant to hit till Friday. Then it didn't hit till, Thursday I think it was meant to hit. Then it got pushed back.
Thursday, then it was Friday, then it was Saturday morning.
Saturday. And then we got the back winds when the actual like cyclonic stuff happened. And no one, I think, in Brisbane and this area, southeast Queensland, was expecting that. I knew like there's going to be like the end part of the cyclone when you think it's finished. It's not. It like ramps up again.
That's right.
So everyone had that false sense of security. But I loved it, besides the fact that it happened on a weekend and it ruined my entire weekend.
Yeah, they could have timed. He could have timed it better. Like,
Honestly.
Alfred, wake up to yourself. Let's try aim for a Monday or a Tuesday, so we can.
Miss out on work. I worked the entire time. He was running on Murray time. Everyone was saying this fella's black. Like, he's got to be black.
The interesting thing for me, and this is probably relatable, no matter where you live, is how people handle emergency situations.
Yeah.
So like obviously down here hasn't had a cyclone for 50 or so years, and everybody's a bit worried what that looks like. But
Yeah.
I'm really still confused about why people grab so much toilet paper. I'll never understand what that fascination is. And because
bread.
my local little IGA, it's a small one.
Yeah.
It's not like a Coles or a Woolies, but even they had these big 32 packet toilet paper. I'm like, well, you never have these any other time, but they had them in the middle of the aisle. I'm like, who needs 32 rolls of toilet paper? And I think we talked about the bidet.
Yep.
I think we already talked about the bidet, but yeah, like this just made it even more.
I don't know. I think, like, with the world ending, right? Everyone's got a theory on, like, the world's going to end, right? Everyone's somewhere, whether it's a biblical verse that's told you, whether it's a technology. We saw it with COVID. It could have happened with the virus. Like, I don't know. If you had to pick, like, an end of the world situation, what would it be?
I don't want to know about it. Like,
So you don't want to be a zombie. You don't want, like, a zombie apocalypse.
No, I don't want a zombie apocalypse, because if I was in a real life horror movie, I don't know.
Would you rather be a zombie in a zombie world, or would you be a human in a zombie world trying to get away from the zombies? What would you want?
Oh, I'm fast. I'll be the human. I'm right. They won't catch me.
So I'm happy to just tap out and go, I'll be the zombie. That's fine. Like I'll get
You just
bitten.
want Yeah. Well, I would push you in. I would push you in front of the zombie, because I know I'm faster than you. So I know I'm a surviving.
Hey.
If it's you or me, I'm like, well, she said she's all right with it. I'm just push.
If the zombie's holding a green frog, bro, I'm sidestepping you. Greg Inglis, Latrell, none of them got nothing on me, okay? So don't worry about the zombie. It's the green frog that it's holding that'll make me run fast. I think if, like, this is though what I mean by the world, if the world's going to end, all it has to take is a little bit of social upheaval, right? Just take away some bare essentials like technology or something, and everyone loses their mind. We see it with the toilet paper. People are like for themselves. Let's be honest. We say we live in this, we're in a community.
Collective
and
society, and everybody
collective
looks after
society.
everybody. But
When the shit gets real, literally shit, I'm getting the toilet paper before you.
yeah, I'm all right. I don't care. If I didn't have toilet paper, I got 2 hoses. We'll be right. We'll work something out.
Well, what if the water shut off, Aaron? This is what you got to think about. In this society, if the world crashes tomorrow because, let's say, the government and there's bombs or there's something, right?
Trump's trying to get something happening right now. The way he's going, he wants something to pop off. So
Trump just turns off a switch somewhere in the world and there goes everyone's tech, right? So say that happens. And it filters out. And we're seeing it now with tariffs, right? Like, we're seeing all these like things that they're taking away or they're taxing and they're making it harder. I reckon that could easily happen.
Well, but you didn't answer the question for you though. Like,
Okay.
what's your scenario? Like, if if it had to happen, what do you want?
No, I think it's a technology crash, like some sort of like some sort of government controlled situation. Not that I'm some like COVID cooker, all right? I'm not the guy that we talked about in the last episode. But this day and age with technology, say something happened in space and it just took out every satellite that runs everything, like really
the meteor is coming in 12 years. I think it's 2036. There's a meteor that's coming. So if it gets close enough, might take out a few satellites.
natural disasters, climate change. Like we should not be having cyclones in southeast Queensland. Like, these are the things that are going to wreck us. And it's got to happen in all these places that don't know how to deal with natural disasters. Like North Queensland, people know how to deal with it. There's a reef that stops a lot of that erosion and things like that. Down here, it shouldn't happen. It's unnatural. But I think that's going to start happening more because of climate change, and it's very real. Asteroid could happen.
Crocodiles are coming. They're moving down south.
Crocodiles are coming. What are you going to do when they move to the sunny coast?
I've got a pool. I'll be right.
But we survived the cyclone. But I tell you who weren't surviving the cyclone. It was single men. All right, Aaron?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The
Tell
men
us.
on dating apps over the weekend, neck level, okay? And anytime, like during COVID, I've never seen hornier people in my life. And that
Because they're locked in the house.
they
They're
were
like,
locked
I
in the
gotta, I
house.
gotta find something. I gotta find someone. Surely.
Yeah. I had just come out of a long-term relationship just as COVID. Like I was single December and then come March, boom, COVID happened. Actually, I think it was around this time, 5 years ago, COVID. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and I remember just going, oh, that's awesome. Love that for me. And I, at this stage, I'm like, I was like you. I was like, I'm swearing off it. I don't care. I'm not going to do relationships. I'm just going to do me, right? That's the hashtag be me. And I've never seen horny people in my life. It was next level. But on the weekend with the cyclone, also next level, there was this one person I was chatting to. He's like, can I just say, though, my chats last literally like 5 minutes. Then I tap out. At this stage, I'm like, this is so boring. I don't care. This poor guy, so where are you in Brisbane? He's like, I'm at Rockley. And if you know Rockley, it takes like a puddle of water it's under. And I said to him, are you new to that area? And he's like, yeah, we're just kicking back. And I was like, you may want to get out.
You're going to flood.
Yeah, and this was just as it was going to be a low, so the rain hadn't come yet. And I said, it was at the start of the day, and I said, you maybe should move. Like, that's going to flood. Rockley's going to flood easy. Okay, yep. And then by that afternoon, he's like, yeah, we're going. Like, yeah, good on you, bro. Do that. But then he sends me a message. And he goes, well, what are you doing tonight? Then I said, no, I'm just kicking back. It's a cyclone. It's rain. I'm like, not doing anything, staying inside like we've been told to by the authorities.
Yeah.
It's going to be flying debris, but that's cool. What are you doing? He's like, well, I'll be keen to do something later if you're keen. Wink. What are you talking about? Bruh, stay home. Looking around for a scrape. He wasn't the only one. They were just left, right and centre. Desperations of, well, I could meet you. This is the second part of the cyclone. Like, I've just lost a gate outside. Like, it is pissing down rain and you want to come and see me. Okay, let me read you another one. Okay, this was another message from a guy. He said, still got power on at mine. This is his bio, by the way.
In his Tinder bio?
Is his Tinder bio? I've not matched with this person. I've seen his thing. And this is what it says. Still got power on at mine if anyone wants to Netflix and chill during Cyclone Alfred. If Cyclone Alfred has destroyed everything you own, come over and I'll destroy you. And then to end it, he said, Cyclone Alfred won't get you as wet as I will.
Oh, my goodness. What? Like, come on. That can't work. Like,
Bro.
I mean, I know I haven't been in the game for a really, really, really long time, but that can't work. Like, surely no woman is reading that.
Absolutely not. Like, you're trying to attract a female here. That doesn't work on us. And if it does, then damn, good on the sister girl for that.
Good on her. She knows what she wants. She's going to get it.
So, yeah, no, we survived though. We survived the cyclone. One more thing I want to talk about in Culture Killers tonight before we wrap this up is Kanye's outfit of the day. You know the outfit of the day when people do that. But this is Kanye's outfit of the day.
Is that a clan hood?
Yep. That's a clan outfit.
Oh.
That is a KKK clan outfit.
What are you calling him now? He's not Kanye's. What is he?
Yay.
Kale.
No,
Yay.
Yay's his
Yay's his clan name.
You know he actually had changed his whole legal name to Ye. It's not Kanye West anymore.
Doesn't surprise me.
Apparently it was given Ye was given to him by his best mates back in the day, like his good friends who knew him. That's why he's like, my good friends call me Ye and other strangers call me Kanye. Bro, we're just calling you racist at this point. What do you mean?
We're just saying you need to get help and go to
It really does. Oh my God.
Some serious issues going on there.
It's a double cancel. It's a double cancel for Kanye.
Cancelled him again.
Again and again, we're cancelling. And every time I think, no, we can't get worse. Next minute, that is us. Can't talk about clanship anymore.
No more Kanye. He's off the menu.
Off the menu. All right, brothers, we'll catch you next week. Make sure you follow us on socials, them yarns. Give us a message, and we'll catch you next episode.
Yes, catch everybody. Go all.
Sexual.